Thank you so much for watching Riff TV. Now, this interview is obviously with video, but I don't interview everybody on Zoom. That's why I put it on my Talkin' Rock with Meltdown podcast. We talk to rock artists from all over the genre. So check out Talkin' Rock with Meltdown wherever you get your podcasts. And now to today's video interview.
Al, we've made the connection. Frank, how are you, man?
I'm good, Meltdown. It's weird because I know exactly what you're going through. When that application thing comes up, I get intimidated right away because I don't understand anything about it. I'm like, where are the experts? I have no brain for this, and I'm like, I'm out. So I understand where you're at.
Yeah, for those that don't know, we had a little bit of a computer glitch here before we started, but things are fine right now. But look at that. You got the record and everything behind you, man. You're all set up.
I'm a self-promo boy. I'm learning how to do this whole game here. You know, been doing this for a while.
Right.
But here's the deal. The truth is, when you come out from the band and you do something on your own, you're on your own.
Right.
Dude,
yeah.
You're on your own. I learned that in a big way. Even when I did the Altitudes and Attitude with Dave Ellefson, I had my partner Dave to help me. This, I feel like, go and do it. You know, it's everything on you, nonstop, everything, which is fine. Look, this is what you sign up for. But I didn't realize that it was just nonstop, which is great. So people are digging the songs, and that's the most important part to me. So,
well, let me ask you about this since we're on this topic now. You know, like guys like Corey Taylor and Nikki Sixx and guys that they're constantly doing different things. It seems like in the past, I don't know, since I've known you the past 4 or 5 years, you've really started to ramp up your presence, doing side projects, doing books, doing all sorts of stuff. Is this as you're getting older, you're doing this stuff, or do you feel the need to branch out a little bit, or what's this all about?
Organically, that stuff just happens. COVID came, right? The book came because of COVID. Joel McIver, my co-writer, and I have been talking about that, as you know, for a while, but there was never time. I was always on the road. Joel had different projects. So when COVID started, I remember I was in this room in my basement, and he called at the right time. I was looking at the four walls and say, because everything was shutting down. You know, I'm in New York. Everything was shutting down. There was nothing to do. It was that time. It was like, I said, yeah, I think this is the right time to do it. And that's when we started the book via internet. And with the music, you know, I'm always writing music, you know, for myself. I have files. I have, like, when I write for Anthrax, that's on a separate file. For myself, it's here. So there's different things. This stuff came out, this EP, a shameless plug here. Then I'm Gone, the EP is called. 3-song EP. I wanted to give a little flavor of what I do on my own. I wrote the book, and Meltdown, dude, I thought I got rid of all this stuff, that angst, like from abandonment, you know, the loss of my brother. I thought, you know, what happens is you go through these traumatic times in your life, you go to therapy, and you kind of compartmentalize them. You think you put them away. What I didn't know is when you write a book, all that stuff comes out, and it's right here in your face again. And yeah, you think, I finished the book. It's cathartic. It's great. Thank God it's out again. That stuff was just right here in my gut. And when I'm in a bad way, we've talked about this before. When I'm in a bad way, I pick up a guitar. And whatever that outlet that I need, somehow it soothes me and gets it out. I write. That's what happens. The angst that I had from the book came out in the songs. That's what it is. So it's really a continuation of the book. And I mean, really, the subject matter of the lyrics is pretty much in the book, you know.
So, are you expecting to feel the same way now with the music out that you did after you put the book out?
I think I'm good. Like, look, we all know I'm a mental case anyway, so that's a sidebar. But I think I'm okay, man, because that usually, it's like taking an aspirin for a headache for me. It really gets it. It lets it go for a while, and I think I know where it belongs. It's a compartmentalized thing, so I think I'm okay right now. But I never stopped writing, so I guess it's good fodder for writing all this stuff, and angst and heavy rock, and the stuff I write for Anthrax also. So I think it all works.
Now, obviously, for people that haven't heard the music, well, let me just ask you this: what are people saying it sounds like? Because it doesn't sound like Anthrax, but I have it in my brain. Let me see what people are saying.
Well, you know, I get a lot of great comparisons, which is great. I'll always get the Foo Fighters. I'll get stuff like that, and that's fine. And people just like that I'm branching out. It's a different rock take, and it's heavy rock. I mean, I don't intend for it to be metal. This is the stuff that I just wanted to do on the side. I had this music on the side, and I figured, man, it's not Anthrax. That's cool, because Anthrax has its own respect.
Right.
This is something cool that I'm into. I've always been into hard rock. That's how I started this stuff with music. So it's me branching out. I mean, look, I have the Clash. I have all that stuff. So it's been compared, and that's a great compliment for the Clash stuff and all that. What do you hear? I mean, I'm interested. You're my friend.
No, I hear the Foo Fighters. That was like one of the first. I'm listening to it, and it kind of took me a few minutes. I'm like, it doesn't sound just like the Foo Fighters, but it has that free flowing, just throw things at the wall kind of attitude. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, I'm a Husker Du fan. I don't know if you know the people out there who know Husker Du. I'm a big Husker Du fan. Bob Mould. Please listen. If you haven't heard of Husker Du, please listen because it's amazing. Bob Mould. People are comparing it to that too. So, and I know Dave Grohl is a big Husker Du fan and Bob Mould fan. So maybe it's all one. And that's all. Look, these are great people to be in company with, and it's the ultimate compliment. Look, that's the stuff I grew up on. I still listen to that stuff, and whatever. If it all comes out within song, that's great.
So, unlike Dave, he plays drums and stuff. Why didn't you play drums in this?
I'm not good enough on Dave's great on drums.
Okay.
I'm not good on drums. I could play guitar, I could play bass, I could sing a little bit, and I heard myself play, and I said, no, somebody's better than this. I mean, so you know what your strengths are. And look, I had this great studio cat that was awesome, session dude. He was awesome in New York City. And he was wonderful. So it was not a problem. I mean, I had the drum machine for the demos. I said, do this, just make it better. And it was really easy, and it was seamless, and it worked out well. And I'll tell you right now, I can't believe I did not expect the reaction that we're getting for this EP, because to be honest, this is a branch out. I get it. Frank Bello, he's in Anthrax. When you come out of that, it's like, what is he doing? I get it. I understand. But what I want to say is thank you for giving an open ear and trying it. So the people that have done it, and it's getting some radio play now, which is cool. And that's all new to me. I don't know that world, which is great, right? It's just my music, but people are catching on to it, and I love it. It's available on iTunes. It's all in the streaming format. So if you haven't heard it, everybody out there, please give it a shot.
Now, speaking of Anthrax, what kind of conversations take place when you're doing something like this with your bandmates, or do you guys just kind of do what you want?
We do whatever we want. That's the great thing about Anthrax is everybody can do whatever they want, because it all comes back to Anthrax. It's the home base. I think something like this makes Anthrax stronger because it gets out certain stuff that I can't get out with Anthrax, which is fine. So everybody's got their solo. Joey's doing a Journey cover band thing, which is awesome, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody does John's doing his our Living Wreckage thing. Scott's doing Mr. Bungle. Charlie's doing Pantera, obviously. So I think that's all great because we're all going to come back in. We know where home is. So I think it's really healthy for the band to do this stuff.
By the way, when I saw you guys in August, John is such a great guitar player.
Dude,
I didn't realize it before.
He's a burner.
Unbelievable.
In my opinion, John's one of the more underrated guitar players because, John's so quiet and shy, but when he plays, man, he speaks volumes. He's just incredible. He's that guy. I mean, guitar players know how good John is, but he's just that little extra flavor in our music that I love. It just puts that extra element into it.
Yeah, and I am not a guitar player by any stretch of the imagination. I sit in the crowd and just, actually I sat in the crowd and watched you guys last time. I don't know, I'm not sure if I told you about this or not, but Todd Evans was first he was standing in front of me, and those who know Todd Evans know he's 6'6". Yeah. So of course all right, enough laughing, okay? My 5'6" frame had a hard time seeing around him.
No offense.
Right, exactly. But Todd was in Guar for a little while. He was Beefcake. Do you know Todd?
No, I don't know him. No, but I know who he is. Sure.
Yeah.
So, but look, I'm 5'9". I'm short too, dude. I'm not up there. So I get it. I envy you. I'm a small little Italian guy.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, our mutual friend Tim texted me from a part of the room. He's like, "Hey, come on over here. I got a spot for you." And so I'm like, "Dude, this is your spot behind this guy." And then I'm standing, and then I turn over, and Nick is standing next to me. Our friend Nick, So
of course, I'm sure Tim was like this around, looking around. He couldn't. Tim's pretty short.
Exactly. All right, enough of this stuff. This inside baseball stuff.
Yeah, it is inside baseball stuff.
So as far as Anthrax go, you just mentioned that Charlie is doing Pantera. So let me ask you about this. Does he come and ask you for advice on that, or how do you find out about this?
I knew about it. Well, he came to all of us, and I thought, look, you have to understand, we were very, very, very close with Pantera. We were family. That's our family. So If there's one guy in the world to play drums and pay tribute to this thing, it's Charlie Benante. Right off the bat. He was very close with Dime, very close with Vinny. We all were. So that's family. So what I look at when I look at this is, it's for people who haven't seen this thing, and it should be, these songs should be celebrated. And for me, and having Charlie Benante play those songs, I think it's going to be great for Charlie, because people know Charlie is a great drummer, but the world doesn't know how great he is. I mean, I want people to give the spotlight on Charlie, because I want them to see how really what I see all the time, how great of a drummer he is, and really he's going to get Vinny. I mean, awesome. I'm excited because I think Charlie's going to do it the right way. So is Zach. So I think they have the right band there. You know, remember I'm friends with these guys. I'm Phil. You know, Rex, Phil. These are family members to me. So I think it's a great celebration. I'll be there watching it. I can't wait. I think it's a great thing for even. Can you imagine the people that haven't seen this are going to see these songs live? That's a great thing. So I think it's great for metal. I think it's great for to pay tribute to Diamond Vinny. I'm looking forward to it. I think when people see it, they're gonna bug out, because they're gonna do it right.
Well, it is kind of weird because, obviously, Anthrax has been around since, 1984, and Slayer and Megadeth and Metallica, all these bands are still going, but there is a huge chunk of metal fans, maybe 35 and under, who never saw Pantera.
Yeah. And that's what I'm excited for them, to be honest. You know what I mean? Why not? I lived through them kind of. It's like, yeah, man, wait till you see this. This music should be celebrated. We're part of this metal thing, this metal family. When people haven't gotten to see this stuff live, man, yeah, I understood Diamond Vinny, rest their souls, God rest their souls. But they would be happy, I think, seeing this, because Charlie, we're family, and Zach, they were family to those guys. So I think it's a big celebration. So I'm excited.
I like calling it a celebration. I like calling it a tribute. I'm not crazy about calling it Pantera, but that's just me.
No, I get it. I totally understand. For me, it's a celebration, because look, I've seen Pantera with Diamond Vinny, so this is very much family to me. And it's just like this is a tribute to seeing this greatness, this great thing that Pantera was. So I just think it's very positive. There's no negativity at all. It's very positive that these songs that these guys made are going to be celebrated now. People are going to be able to see this. So hey, I'm there.
Yeah. So you just talked about Joey doing this Journey thing. Have you seen him do this before?
No, but Joey's great. You know Joey's voice.
Yeah,
Joey's incredible. So he's got a great voice. He's a diehard Steve Perry fan. Joey, it's going to be great. I'll go see it. When Joey plays local, I'll go see it. We support, the way I look at it, it's another great extension of the Anthrax thing. So everybody's getting their little thing going. That's cool. And it will all come back to Anthrax when it's time.
Yeah.
Smart.
And then the other night I saw Wasp with Armored Saint open up, and John, I don't know, John's like sick or something right now. I think what's his name? Jason from Dangerous Toys is actually
great voice. Jason's got a great voice. Absolutely. I think I'm supposed to go see him tomorrow. I don't know if John's singing or not, but I'm friends with all those guys anyway. So that, awesome. I'm excited. So.
Yeah, I was listening. You're just talking about, radio play and stuff. And I remember when I got on the radio back in the 1920s, when I first started, and I was playing Got the Time and Armored Saint songs and all this stuff. And it's like John's voice, man, I'll tell you what, he is so good live.
Dude, John's voice he's got that beautiful rasp. It's a natural rasp. And look, sometimes you're on the road, sometimes shit happens. You just can't, sometimes you get raw, and you play night after night. And that happens. And we're all getting older, and it's not as easy as it used to be. But it's not even that. That's something you could just have a cold that lands in your throat. That's part of the game that people don't know. Yeah. You just get a normal cold, and stuff lands in your throat, and all of a sudden, it's shot. And you got to wait a couple of days. Doc gives you a prescription. You got to take it, and you clear up. So tomorrow I'll see John, because I know he's on the tour. I'll probably have dinner with him tomorrow. So just to hang out with my friends again. I mean, I'll see it's going to be a great show. I'm not worried about that, but. It's just to see Joey. I love these guys.
Well, you know better than anyone about the petri dish that is that tour bus, and when you're traveling around. As a matter of fact, last time I saw you, the picture I posted, you were about 18 feet behind me.
Dude, it was ridiculous because we got COVID. Joey, Charlie, and myself all at once. We all got COVID at the same time. I mean, for Anthrax, for us to cancel the show, it's got to be pretty bad. We've played with high fevers and flus and everything. We've played through everything. But that COVID thing, I mean, we got lucky by only canceling 2 shows, but it was a rough one. I tried everything, but I think Joey it just landed in his throat, and it was just so we couldn't go.
Yeah.
It made sense, but
Yeah, but being in a band has got to be a lot like being part of a team or whatever. And whenever there's one guy that's like kind of not feeling it, you guys probably all know about it. And do you try to like kind of run cover for them a little bit?
yeah, dude. Even on that, I was learning the vocals. And I learned them before the tour in case something did happen to Joey with COVID, blah blah blah. So
Yeah.
we were going to get ready to go, but unfortunately, Charlie, Joey, and myself all had it at the same time, so I couldn't even get up there and sing. So we were going to try it, we were going to go for it. Scott was going to do some stuff, I was going to sing some songs. It didn't work out, but I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of glad Joey was better right away. So
Yeah. So what's going on with Anthrax right now for 2023?
well, 2023 right now, we have a show in Mexico City on I think the 3rd or 4th, something like that. Mexico City, Heaven and Hell, I think the big festival is called.
Right at the start of
That's
the
it.
year?
What?
Right at the start of the year?
No, in December. In
Oh,
December,
December. I'm talking about next year, guy. What do you got going on for anything?
we're doing the second leg, which is awesome. Look, we
Okay.
did this leg with BLS Black Label and Hatebreed last run, and that was incredible. We couldn't believe the numbers that were coming out. The shows weren't sold out; they were packed.
Yeah.
So during that tour, I remember everybody, the promoters were coming. We want to do another leg, blah blah blah. Sure, we're having a ball. Let's do this. People are coming out. It's going well. So this is the second leg. So on this one, we have Anthrax, BLS, and Exodus on this one, which is awesome because they're our friends forever. Great band. So it's a great package again. That starts, I believe, January 17th, going through the state. So look it up on anthrax.com.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I think that you are coming through Michigan. I want to say Soaring Eagle in the end of January. So
Cool, man. Good. Come on. Well, hi. Good.
yeah, I'll have to come and check you guys out. But any writing, any notes you're jotting down for the band? What's going on?
Anthrax is writing. I mean, my our publicist Heidi, she's going to kill me if I talk more about it because she says do not talk about it. She told me right before this. But yeah, I could say, look, we are writing a record, and there will be another Anthrax record. When that record comes, I can't be certain, but something is going to come out. I don't know if it's a full record next year or a single, whatever. We're working hard, and I can't promise anything because then they're going to say, "Why'd you say that? There will be something. It's very, very heavy. I'm very happy with it. What we have so far, and it's going well. It's going well.
Yeah, I can remember talking to Slash 3 years ago, and he said the new GNR record was what they were working on.
Dude, man, yeah. So you get it,
Right.
and it's hard because now that COVID's done, it's nice to get together. Scott, Charlie, and I have to get together and see each other.
Mhm.
You have to know what works and what doesn't, and feel each other out. And that's the only way it works. We tried this, the latency and everything else. It wasn't the vibe we needed. It wasn't working for us. So now that we can get together, it's really it's a lot better. But now there's so many different projects, the whole things that are going on around us. So now trying to get together again. We'll be working though.
All right. Some fun things here to wrap things up here with you, Frank. I texted Bumblefoot. I'm like, hey, give me a question for Frank. And I don't have a question, but I love Frank. He's one of my favorites. Tell him I said hello. So you know how Bumblefoot is.
I love Bumble, man. How great is Bumble? Look, people know how great of a guitar player, but how great of a singer he is.
Yeah.
And he puts the magic together when. He played guitar with Altitudes and Attitude. He came on tour with us, which I love. We had a ball. The sound checks were my favorite times because we'd just be jamming something and he'd bring this obscure song out and it's a one-man show. It's a one-man show. You just let him go. And it's like fun time. I just stopped playing. I was like, I'm loving this. And that's what we did. I love playing with the guy. I love hanging. He's just a good person, and multiple talents right there. Awesome.
Yeah, that guy can play any song, and he will tell you that too. He can play anything you tell him to play.
You know what? The great confidence he has because he can. He's got that magic, which is awesome. He's one of those obscure great guitar players, and he's a great singer too. So it all works. It's nice.
And he's a super nice guy.
Oh, beautiful person, inside and out too. His family, all good. His wife is awesome. They're all good people.
So your friend Dave Ellefson, I talked to him the other day, and it's funny, you got that Kiss poster behind you. Obviously, a huge Kiss fan. And I was talking with someone the other day. I think it might have been Tom G. Warrior, and I said, yeah, a lot of guys our age, he said that Kiss didn't really play that big an inspiration over in Europe. and I'm kind of getting off on a tangent. I wasn't going to bring this up, but it's kind of weird because you start thinking about that and you're like, yeah, like, you guys and Ellefson, and I think, I can't remember who else I've taught, several guys. It's Kiss, but we're all Americans.
It's strange how that happens. Yeah, but you know what? It was such a, I guess Kiss blew up in America first, and it was very influential, but then it just spread everywhere. Look at Kiss now though. Look at Kiss internationally now. It's massive. You have to tip your hat to Kiss.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like Kiss, you have to tip your hat. All I know is these guys have been doing it quite a long time, and they're doing it still. How long is this tour now? It's incredible. This farewell tour is forever. But you know what? I still see the packed stadiums and packed arena. There's something amazing about that. People still want to see Kiss. So look, Gene wrote the foreword to my book. I love these guys with all my heart. So they've been very inspirational to me throughout my whole life. When I was without a dad, I looked up to people like Kiss. They made me feel better when I was younger. So I don't know. There's something deeper than just music and the spectrum the spectrum that is Kiss. I just think it's bigger than that. They're bigger, and they meant more to me than just music. That's for sure.
Yeah, Ellefson wanted me to ask you about the forward that Gene Simmons did. How do you reach out to Gene Simmons and ask him to do a forward? How does that all begin?
Easy enough. Not easy. Writing with Joel MacGyver, we were talking about who should write the forward because we were bouncing names off of each other, and he brought up, "What do you think about Gene Simmons?" I said, "There's no way, he's going to do it. There's no way. I would love that if you can make it happen." He goes, "Let me give him a call." Don't you know? The next day he calls me back. Gene's in. Like, what? And then Gene writes this beautiful, beautiful forward that I never heard him speak like that. I've known Gene quite a long time. Many conversations with him. I've met his mom, rest her soul. Beautiful, beautiful soul. I never heard him talk about his dad. And that beautiful forward that he wrote for my book and talking about his dad, which I never did. I never heard anything. I never read anything about that. It really touched me. I didn't know he understood where I was at. I really didn't. And then Gene, this is Frank the fan, the Gene fan, Gene talking about my playing and how he really dug in and listened to my playing, how much he liked it. I'm like, it was overwhelming, to tell you the truth, when I first read that forward. So yeah, that's a big deal for me. So Joel MacGyver made that happen. I didn't expect it. And I didn't expect such a beautiful forward from him.
And I don't know if you know this or not, or if you saw it, but our mutual friend JD from Black Label Society just met Gene for the first time.
I saw it all.
He got a bass and everything.
I love JD. He's got the Axe bass sign, which is, I'm going to be asked. I think he's bringing it on tour, so I'll be playing that thing. Awesome. That's what I love JD. We're very close. So I saw that all on the Kiss cruise, which I always wanted to go on the Kiss cruise. I always want to play. I would love Anthrax. I would love, look, my solo thing. Kiss cruise people, listen, yeah. I'll come and play. Let's just do this. I would love to do that. My friends play it. Todd Kearns, right?
Yeah.
Todd Kearns, Zach Throne.
Yeah.
With Bruce Kulick's band, they play all the time. I think they're great. They're awesome. They play 80s Kiss and they play it amazingly, right?
Get that Quarantine band?
Yeah, they do quarantine. It's awesome. They're just awesome. Yeah. I don't know if it's called. I know it's the Bruce Kulick band. That's what they play on.
There's that one with Jericho that he does all the time with his friends.
Oh, that's a different thing. That's great too. Yeah. I love Chris too.
Yeah, Chris is awesome.
These are all my friends, so it's hard,
Right.
But yeah, that Kiss cruise thing, man, that's just fun. One day I'll get on that.
Yeah, and you can tell him that your assistant Meltdown needs a cabin as well.
Absolutely. Well, he's right here. My assistant has to come with me. That's.
And by the way, one of the reasons I really like JD is because there's not many guys I'm taller than in this business, and I can say that. By the way, I'm taller than Dan Spitz too, and it's been a long time. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think about this much.
I say nothing. I love Danny.
I know.
Danny's good people.
I'm just teasing. All right, final thing here for you. Don Jameson wants to know why you look like the Orlando Bloom of thrash. He's got a good point there.
Oh, dude, that's a compliment. Thank you for that.
I think that's a compliment
because he's an actor, right? He's a good-looking actor. I'm not good-looking, but I don't know what that.
Yeah, look. Orlando, not Don.
Yeah, Orlando. Didn't he marry Kate Perry? What's her name? Kate Perry? No, not Kate Perry. What's her name?
I don't know. Don Jameson always brings up these references, and I got to go along with it.
Oh, I'll take it. You know what? Thank you. I love Don. I haven't seen him in a long time either. You know, we used to hang a lot when the metal show was around. They should bring back the metal show too. They should do all this stuff for metal. It's so easy.
Yeah,
So, James, say hello to him for me.
Yeah, for sure I will. Well, Frank, thanks so much for the time. Of course, the EP is out, your book, everything. We'll look forward to seeing you. I forgot about that second leg of the tour next year coming to mid-Michigan. So yeah,
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a good one, man. Looking forward to the tickets are doing well. From what I've heard, they put the tickets on sale and they're doing well. So everybody who haven't gotten their tickets yet, please go out and get your tickets before they sell out. So they're supposed to be doing well. In the meantime, everybody, I'm all over the place. I'm trying to sell this EP. Thank you for listening. That's all I say.
Yeah, and by the way, those concert tickets make great stocking stuffers, right?
They do. That's right. Good idea. And so does the Frank Bello EP.
That's right.
You got to do it, man. What else are you doing?
All right, Frank, I really appreciate your time. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Meltdown. Be good, kid.